I was playing.
This tastes like cucumber, and there is no cucumber. It's
And I must scream.
yeah, and I must scream.
There is no cucumber, and I must scream.
Yeah, it's supposed to be raspberry watermelon. It tastes like cucumber.
My favorite Harlan Ellison story. Hello and welcome to the Games That Made Us podcast. I'm Brent. I'm joined as always by my good friend Kirk. Say hi, Kirk.
Say hi, Kirk.
And we are again not joined by our good friend Benny, who's doing wedding things.
We are Bennyless.
We're Bennyless.
We lack the Benny.
We are one Benny short of a Benny stack.
See, we don't have our bougie linguistic master here, so it's already fallen apart.
I like that you were like our bougie linguistics, and it's like, yes, exactly.
Yeah, he's not here to correct us and be all fancy with his fucking things he do.
I'm just gonna let you roll with this. I want to see where you.
Well, I'm thinking too hard because I wanted to deliberately stumble over what I was saying to make it funnier. So that's why I was like, oh, how do I put this? Things he do. That'll annoy him. Things he do.
But we are back in the basement. We are having a beer.
And see it like that.
And we are, well, we're back jacking it in the basement. And we're drinking a beer and talking about video games. We're glad to have you back with us. Kirk, what have you been playing lately, if anything?
I've been, so for the past month, I've had this whole big debacle where I had a RMA, my primary monitor, back to the manufacturer.
Right.
And it took them an entire month to get me a replacement.
Gross.
At least they were very understanding about it. And it's not as if I was being pushy. I'd email them just once a week.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, what's the status on this?
Right.
And they'd come up with something every time. And eventually after a month, I'm like, hey, I very politely basically said, well, not basically, I did just outright say, send me a replacement today by end of business today. And if you can't make it happen, get me in touch with someone who can.
Right.
And
right.
I did say that a little more politely, but that was the gist of it.
That was the gist
and
of it.
And they did. And this company, I'm not going to call them out because I still use all their products. Brent here has some of their products, a lot of their products in his PC. You're always paying for a premium, but their warranties are fucking fantastic. I've never had a problem RMAing any of their shit before. I think this was just a one-off.
Yeah.
You know, if they were having problems because of the tariffs or whatever, and their inventory was short, if they would have just told me, I would have been way more understanding.
Absolutely. And
a lot more polite, but instead I kind of felt like I got a little bit of a runaround. So the amount of games I have been playing has been smaller or at least simpler.
Yeah.
For instance, because when you're used to playing like 4K, high refresh rate, HDR, and then going back down to 1080p, 60 frames per second, like I'm not playing any of my high-end shit.
Sure.
I'm playing fucking
games that don't need that.
Yeah,
that
I'm
extra
playing.
resolution.
I've been playing like Plants vs Zombies replanted, and
is that good, by the way?
It's Plants vs Zombies,
right? I was looking at it because I remember playing it back in the day, and I was like,
the cost. I think they charged $20 for it. That's not justified,
right?
I did it just because I'm like, whatever. I got $20 right now, and it's probably better I buy a game than another bottle of like cheap ass whiskey or something.
This is true.
So I picked that up, and again, it's just Plants vs Zombies in high def.
Okay.
Which isn't a bad thing.
No,
it's not a bad thing.
It's all you want. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes when they do these remasters and remakes, it's like, don't do too much. Just give me the game again.
And they added some extra shit too. I don't know how they managed to pull this off, but like you can change different options. Like all the zombies will have head crabs from Half-Life 2 on them.
Nice.
Just weird shit like that, or give them all mustaches, which I think the mustaches was in the original one as well, but I don't remember the head crabs being an option.
No, I too remember mustaches, but no head crabs.
And then you can change all the rest of the game stays the same. You can make the zombies deliberately look like they're lower res that they used to be.
Yes.
So everything is nice and pretty, but they're like fucking heavily pixelated and garbage in 4K.
Awesome.
It's those little funny things that
No.
And it's one of those. idle games too.
Yeah.
Where I can play while on my other screen I'm watching like South Park or YouTube or something or whatever I have on Plex on my other screen, and then I'll have Plants vs. Zombies up on the other one.
Absolutely.
That, and then I've been playing a lot of... I wanted to hold off on playing it until I got my monitor back, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. I've been playing the Dawn of War Definitive Edition.
Yeah.
Where they've upscaled everything with high-res textures, just like the Plants vs. Zombies situation.
Right.
But they also fixed a lot of code, too, like the pathing for a lot of the... So it's an RTS game. Right. And when you make a squad of troops go from point A to point Z, I remember in the past, 20 years ago when the game originally came out, people get stuck behind buildings and shit, or they refuse to actually path through buildings and whatever. So they fixed a lot of that code to make pathing a lot more realistic and a lot more viable. I already beat the main campaign, and then after I beat the main campaign, my monitor came in, which is nice because that game has like 4 other big expansion packs. The second one being Winter Assault, which is where you play as the Imperial Guardsman.
Nice.
I forgot how difficult that game is because you're not playing as the Space Marines. You're playing as normal squishy humans.
Right.
So
with big cannons and shit.
Yeah, like you lose troops left and right constantly. So you're having to constantly, like when you're taking on Orcs or Chaos Marines and you're getting that one squad shot to pieces, you're sitting there clicking the reinforce button all the time to kind of make up for it. But that's a lot of fun. I've been playing it in 4K. It's really cool. I mean, the cutscenes are still garbage because everything's all polygonal and fucking stupid looking, and because mocap didn't really exist, and well, it did, but just not to the extreme we have today.
No.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of that now that I have my monitor back. I've been and there's been a lot of updates to like Civ 7, a lot of good updates that to Fraxis's credit, they've been updating the hell out of that game.
Good.
They've been staying to their promise, and they've been very consistent about continuously updating the game. They put out roadmaps so everyone can see them. Is the game still a finished game? No.
Right.
But that's every Civ game.
Right.
5 and 6 were the same way. It was just, I kind of felt like incomplete nonsense. 7's no different, but it is getting better. So I jumped in just to see the meaningful changes that they've made. And they are doing good work. They are staying to their word. Things have gotten a lot better. Do I think it's at a state that's going to keep me around playing for hours at a time? Not necessarily. Like, I jumped in, got my toe in the water. I'm like, you know what, I'm not ready for the pool yet. Like,
right, yeah.
Give it another couple months or a few months. I'll come back.
Let them iron it out.
Yeah. Usually after like their first expansion, things are pretty ironed out, and it becomes a big time sink. So Okay. What have you been playing?
Cool. Well, so I decided to... periodically, I like to go through and check on the state of every like sort of higher end emulation. So I went back and messed with some 360 emulation with Xenia. And they've really made some pretty big strides. I was playing some Fable 2 with 360 emulator, and that's looking pretty good. And then I went and looked at Vita 3K.
You look pretty good.
Which is thank you. Which is the PlayStation Vita emulator, and started messing with that. Man, that's almost done. Like that's in really good shape. So I fired up some Gravity Rush, which I haven't had a chance to play in a long time. That is such a good game. Fucking love Gravity Rush. And then I got really excited about it, and I downloaded a whole bunch of fucking Vita games and was playing them. My daughter has my Vita, so I was like, okay, let me get back into some of these. And I pulled up this list. I think it was on Metacritic, and it had like the top 50 Vita games. And I'm like, okay, I got to play all the ones that I hadn't played. And I ran into this game called Hyperdimension Neptunia. Are you familiar with this?
I am not.
Okay. So it's like a turn-based, it's a semi-turn-based JRPG, dungeon crawler-y kind of game, with like visual novel-esque like story sequences, and then it's got all the characters represent different video game companies. Very Japanese. So there's like a Nintendo, like obvious Nintendo stand-in character and an obvious Xbox stand-in character. And of course they're magical girls because it's Japanese. And I was playing through this and I was like, this is really fun. I did not realize it was a porn game. Nobody told me that's where this was going. So
yeah, your description of that all the way to that point does not scream porn game.
No. So I'm like sitting there, like we're going through like this like dungeon crawlery section. And I'm like, this game's really cool. And it's important that you know, I was playing this on my Odin at my kids' theater practice, which is in a big Protestant church. And so I'm sitting there playing this game, and there's like people around me, right? Like I'm not by myself. And, you know, they're like, you know, every once in a while somebody like looks over and sees you playing, you know, fucking anime girl JRPG. It's like, okay, well, he's a fucking weeb, but whatever. And and then it goes to this cutscene where the one girl who is this like nurse character is like, oh, you're hurt. And she holds the other girl down and strips her naked and starts bandaging her up while the other one's like flailing around. And I'm like, holy shit, quit.
Meanwhile, the other dad's behind you. He's like, no.
Wait, no, how's that
this
end?
is getting good.
It's like, I swear I didn't know it was a hentai game. I'm sorry. But so if you're into that, Hyperdimension Neptunia is actually a very fun game. I won't be playing it anymore because I'll be getting in trouble if I do. But it is a fun game as far as hentai games go, I guess. But the main takeaway is Vita 3K has gotten really, really good. And yeah, if you're interested in emulating some semi-modern games, works really, really well.
It's like one of our friends had me download some anime called Freezing, and apparently they had only seen like the Netflix version, which is fairly heavily edited and suitable for work. But when I downloaded it, it was the real version, and we were sitting there, and this is at my last job, we were sitting there watching it, and then like they're just fucking titties and naked bodies everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I thought it was supposed to be normal. He's like, I swear to God, I did not see any of this.
I swear to God, I did not intentionally bring hentai to work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, Kargelstein.
Yeah, man.
What are we talking about today?
Games we're thankful for.
2025 edition.
So it actually, it comes full circle. It makes perfect sense why we're doing today's episode, which is games we're thankful for, 2025 edition.
And hopefully,
add turkey gobbles, editor Brent. Add one getting horribly killed.
I won't make that noise.
Now add war noise between pilgrims and Indians. Do it now. Now put a tasty turkey on screen. Do it. No, actually, I don't like turkey. Put mashed potatoes. Oh, the wife and I, we just do that anymore. We've been doing it for years now because I think I've actually talked about this on the show when it comes to Thanksgiving. At one point, I just kind of stopped. I'm like, why the fuck am I making a turkey? We don't even really like turkey that much in this house. And then Pam's just like, yeah, fucking, like, why don't we make, like, fucking brisket or something, or burnt ends? I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. And then we realized that's too much work and it's way too expensive, so now we just do, like, the Hy-Vee holiday meal box thing, which is actually really good.
Yeah.
Ours was, like, $90, and it comes with, like, everything already pre-made, which is awesome, because then we don't have to do any work. Now with the son out of the house and in college, we really don't have to do any work.
No, I to me, like, the joy of it is the sides. Like, I love, like, the homemade stuffing and green bean casserole and shit. Like,
green bean casserole's dope.
Yeah, for sure.
I used to, in my younger years, love cranberry sauce. Now I'm an adult, and I'm like, eh.
Yeah. No, I just make that cranberry cider and drink that.
There you go.
That's my...
And ambrosia salad. I used to love that, too. Not anymore. I'm just like, that's a lot of work. And I'm the only one who's going to eat it.
Yeah. That's the problem, man, is it's like... You make, like, huge amount of food, and then, like, you just wind up eating it for a week.
Can I have another one of these?
Yeah.
I'm curious to taste all the flavors here.
Do it.
That last one just tastes like cucumber, and you can take some of my beers as payment.
Okay. Sounds
It's
good.
there's only 2 left. Are you?
Yeah. It was $6.
Still.
Have one. I might go back to Hy-Vee and like buy them out. They were in a shopping cart.
Class.
Yeah.
Blackberry lime. Okay.
But yeah, so we're talking about games that we're thankful for on this, the thankfulness of seasons, most thankfulness of seasons.
It smells like plastic.
Oh, it's plastic flavored.
It's plastic flavored. Thank you, Shift.
This has a whiff of microplastics.
Like this does. It just smells like, when you open up a package and it has like that preformed styrofoam.
Yeah.
Whatever it is safe. It smells like that.
Yeah.
It tastes like something like an actual cocktail I've had before.
Huh. This blackberry
lime.
Blackberry lime. Huh. Interesting.
There's a cocktail I've had that tastes exactly like this. Because as we've discovered, these flavors don't taste anything.
No, they don't taste like what it says.
Yeah.
It's probably this tongue that's licking us back. That's tasting weird. Okay. Kirk.
Yes.
Tell us a game that you're thankful for.
I am very thankful for Rock Band.
Yeah.
When it came out, we were all in our collegiate years. Mm-hmm. And Guitar Hero was also very big, but Guitar Hero, while it was a good game, just wasn't as good as Rock Band. It didn't have that reach. It didn't have the DLC. Its equipment just wasn't as well put together, even though all of the drum kits, it didn't matter what fucking game you're playing, the drum kit, the bass drum pedal would always snap.
Yep.
And we all had to order kits online on repairing them. I did get a good one that had like the diamond print.
Yeah,
steel,
right,
and then it had the self-tapping screws to assemble everything back together. That lasted forever.
Nice.
But it was. I'm really thankful for it because it. I mean, sure, we were always drinking and being fucking stupid, but it brought us together in a way where we also did it when we weren't being drunk and stupid.
Right.
A lot of times there are nights where we were hanging out at the bar or whatever, and even the owner got in on it.
Yeah.
I don't want to name him or name drop or dox anybody, but we'd go to a particular bar on Wednesday night because it was very cheap to drink, and he had at the time SingStar for the PlayStation 2, I think it was.
Yes.
And it started out as SingStar. But we're like, this is turbo gay. Why don't we one of us just bring in Rock Band?
Right.
And the owner was like, fuck yeah. So we brought in Rock Band one weekend. We started playing on one of their huge TVs they had there, and everybody was having a lot of fun. And it's not as if the bar, which is on any other night other than Wednesday, was always just packed.
Yeah.
With people, like a couple hundred people easy in this big dance club. But on Wednesday night, it was mostly just us watching South Park and eating popcorn and drinking beer. That was it. It was very chill.
No.
So we brought in, slowly but surely, one of our other friends had like the whole Rock Band kit.
Yeah.
So at that point, we had the whole drum kit. We had a microphone. We had a couple of guitars. We were set.
Yeah.
And we plug it into one of the big TVs, and then we would play the hell out of it. And then the owner got in on it, and he would play with us because he was having a blast. And we were all just hanging out because he knew we weren't going to do anything fucking stupid. So like he would come out from behind the bar and play, and if we need anything to drink, he'd be like, just fucking go get it yourself, like whatever. But again, we were all, I think he knew because we're still friends with him to this day. He was in our other counterpart, Benny. He was in Benny's wedding. He was one of the fucking groomsmen. Like he knew we were good people. Very cool man. And it just became a thing.
Yeah.
Where not only to play it at a bar at Wednesday, well, it actually got big enough to the point where he was just like, just plug it into the big PA system. This dance club. Let's just move the TV and shit out to the dance floor. It was so funny watching people like come in who normally don't come in on Wednesdays.
Right.
And we're all just out on this big dance floor playing Rock Band, and you hear like goddamn Metallica or whatever playing overhead over the big speakers with all the lights and shit going on. It was a lot of fun. But what's great is it actually it caught wind a bit. A lot of people were just like, "This is actually really fucking cool what they're doing over here," and then kind of ruined Wednesdays for us. Yeah,
that's what always happens.
Why didn't we just let the normal people in and then close the doors? It's like, oh wait, it's a business.
Oh yeah, money making. And stuff.
Money needs to happen at this place. But no, a lot of people would join in, and it was always a very cool, very chill vibe. And I remember more often than not, if we were, if we weren't feeling well, or if somebody was just like, I don't really want to go to the bar. Like, who's got the Rock Band set? We could go over to their house and just fucking play Rock Band. Because it was a very non-committal game, too.
Yeah.
The only time it was very committal is when you're actually playing the game, but at longest, it would last like 5 minutes or however long the song would last. And then you could put the controller down and be like, I don't want to do the next song. Or, your taste in music is totally stupid, and I don't want to... I don't want to play Journey for, like, the third time tonight or whatever. So... I look back on those days very fondly.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a bummer that Rock Band just didn't catch on as well. Because now I think like they had I don't know if it was a controversy or whatever, but they were saying like how all the DLC and all the songs are just not available anymore. I can't remember that whole thing. And it's kind of sad to see it go. But...
Well, and I feel like that was kind of like the swan song of... Like that and the Wii were kind of like the swan song of couch co-op gaming. Mm-hmm. Like, between the harmonic stuff and the Wii stuff, that like mid to late 2000s... everyone gathered around the video game console, which is like not a thing anymore. Mm-hmm. And really wasn't that much of a thing before then. I mean, the N64 had it to a certain extent with a couple games, but like really it was like Mario Kart and GoldenEye, and that was kind of about it.
Halo.
Yeah, Halo was big. But like...
They were aging at that point.
Yeah.
It just didn't exist, really.
And like... I think the closest thing now is like Jackbox, maybe?
Yeah. Jackbox would be the closest thing I can think of. Maybe Phasmagoria or what's that one? That our one friend, his wife, plays all the time.
I don't know.
And I played it for a while. Phantasmagoria? I don't know. But it's the one with all like the ghosts and shit, and you have to investigate the house. That's pretty cool. But you can do that remotely. So it's not the same.
Yeah, there's a magic to having it all local and having everybody be in the same room. And yeah, I mean, I spent so many hours playing Rock Band and Guitar Hero, and like that was every college party that would get.
Everybody was playing fucking Rock Band.
Yep, it would always get broken out at some point. There was always the one asshole. It was me. Who would be like, oh, I know how to play real guitar. That's why I'm not good at this.
Like I was no shit at a party. Well, I was at a kegger. It was a full on kegger. And when the cops came in, like, they actually stopped and were watching them play in Rock Band for a little bit. That is a true story.
That's awesome.
They were just like, all right, everyone that's not of age, clear out, get out of here. And the cops were staying just watching the group that was playing Rock Band because they didn't want to stop.
Right.
They just kept playing. The cops were just like, yeah,
cool.
Yeah, they're just like, fuck, I'm next. Who's on rhythm?
Who's got bass? Oh, man. Yeah, that was a big part of the reason why I wound up picking up a 360 recently. Was it's like, okay, I'd like to have the harmonics games again, and there really isn't an equivalent right now. Also, have you seen how fucking expensive the new like guitars are?
Yes,
it's insane.
Because they were back in the day, it was like $40-$50 for the guitar, and a lot of times it came bundled with the game. Like they would just give you the game with the guitar. Like selling the drum kit and everything separately made sense, but even then, that it wasn't like wildly expensive where it was out of reach. Like at most, you're spending $60-$70 for the peripherals, which is the cost of the game. So it wasn't outlandish, but the new peripherals are just like
it's nuts.
It's fucking like $130, I think, for the guitar. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Because there's that Clone Hero, and every time I think, well, maybe I'll try and get into that and try and get that set up. Then I look at how much it would cost to get the equipment for it. And I'm like, never mind. I'm good, I guess.
I do have one particular memory. I mean, I have a lot of memories of playing Rock Band.
Yeah.
Especially at the bar we played at. And it's funny because another bar nearby that failed tried to copy what we were doing, and they kind of fell flat on their face. Sorry, it makes me happy because the owner of that bar was a complete fucking shithead and was always trying to fuck with one of my friends. And I was like, dude, you're like 40 or whatever.
Right.
We're in our 20s. Have you ever read that book, She's Just Not That Into You? I mean, age aside, bro.
Right.
Yeah. I only think she kept it up because she's smart and knew that she could get free drinks.
It's fair.
It was just so goddamn funny. Where I was living at in our college town at the time was still outside of city limits, even though it was just right there by the university. But because it hadn't been incorporated yet, the only people who could come out to this property were the county sheriff, and it's a big fucking county.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty hot party place back in the day.
Yep.
If you were a college kid, you lived out there and you threw parties, because there was a good chance cops would never, ever, ever show up.
Yep.
Because there's the one sheriff, and I think he had a couple deputies, and they had an entire sprawling county in northwestern Missouri to cover.
Right.
It just wasn't going to happen. And if it did happen, it was rare, and they were already busy, and by the time they bust you up, they already got called to go somewhere else.
Right.
But I was at a party at this particular apartment complex, and we had Rock Band. We were having a hell of a time. We were a lot of drinking, a lot of fucking around, and then no shit. Someone as they were leaving, they opened the door, so the cops walked right in without being asked, because as long as the door's open, they can just kind of walk in.
Right.
And they're like, "All right, break it up." They're like, "All right, break it up. Everyone go home." And then myself and my roommate at the time, we were just like, "Oh God!" And we're going through the drill of because this has happened to us before at other places. We're cracking open the beers, dumping them out in the sink and whatever. And then my roommate at the time, he was just like, "Wait, Kirk, stop what you're doing," because I'm sitting there pouring beers in the sink. He goes, and he looks around the living room. He goes, "Everyone here is over 21. I'm looking around. I'm like, "Oh shit! Yeah, everyone here is over 21." And it was so funny because the sheriff at the time was just stone faced because he's standing in my living room.
Right.
And his deputy starts looking around too, because it was the sheriff and the deputy were standing side by side. The deputy looks around and he kind of smiles because I think he knows what's about to happen. He was like, and then my roommate's like, "Yeah, you can card everybody in this room, everybody that's in this apartment, anyone that's left or is still trying to come in," because we were having like a big party. Let's be real. Everyone here's 21, and the deputy, no shit, started laughing. While the sheriff was just stone faced. The deputy was just like, "Oh God." He's like, "Really? If we start checking everyone here is gonna be over 21." We're like, yeah, do it. I'm busting out my own idea.
Right.
Like, yeah, I'm over 21, and this and that. And sure enough, they checked just a few of us, and the deputy was just like, "We're really sorry." He was like, "Just keep the noise down. We were patrolling. We heard all the noise. We just assumed college party going on. We didn't mean to bust it up." And we're like, "Oh, we're sorry. We knew the drill. We already were doing what we normally do. We just didn't realize." The deputy was explaining, "This is the funniest thing that has happened in weeks." Because it was so just automatic, how everyone was moving.
Yep.
But then everyone
get into
was just
the drill.
"Oh wait, shit, yeah, we could just stay here because we're 21.
Dude.
But the sheriff, I just remember him, he'd just be like, "All right, we'll just keep it down and
Right. Trying to be a hard ass about
be a hard ass," and he left, and we just kept playing for a fucking Rock Band and kept drinking. It was such a memorable night. I'm like, holy shit. That was near the end of my collegiate career, but I just remember that as the pinnacle of, holy shit, that is funny. Even the people that were of age, I think it's happened so many times, they were just like, "All right," they set their beer down on the nearest immediate surface and start walking away, and it's like, wait a minute.
I can go back.
Yeah, I'm of age. Why am I walking away? This is stupid. I can
drink this beer. Oh my God.
Because it was just mostly us.
Yeah.
In our group, our cadre of friends, and maybe some outliers here and there.
Yeah.
So an apartment that maybe at most should only hold like 30 people. Of course, that packet was
way more than that usually.
way more than that usually. And legitimately everybody there, because I think we were.
I missed that apartment.
Yeah,
that was so much fun.
And everybody, it was super cool, and yeah.
Okay, so real quick, this is not video game related, but since we're down this rabbit hole, I have to tell the story because I've not told it on the podcast of my 21st birthday party. So I was living off campus, but in the city limits, and I threw a big fucking party, and there was bunches of people, and of course the fucking cops got called. Well, one of our mutual friends and I were like sitting in my bedroom listening to music. Nothing was going on. She was
to Brent's credit, I would often be in the room with these same people he's talking about, and we would listen to music. It was we were all big music heads.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
totally normal.
and she was dating one of my best friends, and it was nothing was going on. But so we were sitting listening to music, and everybody was like, partying, having a good time in the living room, and the cops get fucking called, and I realize, like, I have a moment of panic because I realize I'm the only 21-year-old
because it was your birthday
in the building. It was my birthday, and so like somebody yells from the other room. And our mutual friend slams the door to my bedroom.
I remember the story now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And cops come, knock on the door, and I come out, and I'm like terrified, right? Like I'm like sweating bullets because
right.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck, like
because they're gonna nail the person who's
the 21-year-old,
yeah.
right? And so I'm standing there talking, and the officer's like, "Oh yeah, like, are you aware that these people aren't 21 and all this kind of shit?" And our friend comes out of my bedroom, and she had stripped off her clothes and wrapped my t-shirt around her. And she's like, "Honey, are you coming back to bed?" And it was like, and the cops started going, "Oh, okay,
yeah.
All right,
he had no idea what was going on.
Keep it down in there, man." And then and I'm like, "You are so fucking cool.
Yeah.
You are so fucking cool."
She was a total bro.
Yes, she was.
Yeah. Still, for the longest time, it was my just for our tens of viewers. I remember my Facebook picture for the longest time was a picture of me and you had your big handlebar mustache.
Yes.
And then I was wearing my it's an old internet thing. Give me a chicken sandwich and some waffle fries t-shirt. And I'm like doing this side look like, and then she's like in the middle between us, like smiling. I think we were all listening to music that night, but it was like one of my favorite pictures ever. No, I'm like eating a slice of pizza or something.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
yes.
That's still one of my favorite pictures of all time because that was a very cool group of people who just knew how to handle weird situations.
That was a great time. Yeah. That was in my room, and I had the fucking giant ass Bob Marley poster behind you.
Fucking everybody has those posters, or like the John Belushi one where he's like chugging Jack and he's wearing that.
Yes,
everybody has that. And
well, they had the thing where
everybody has the Che fucking poster, even though they have no idea who that is.
Yes,
and everyone's into. Well, Benny's still into him to this day. Not Jack Johnson. The fuck? Dave Matthews. Some sort of Dave Matthews.
Well, they had the dorm room starter pack because they did the fucking they had a poster sale.
Yeah, I remember that
in front of the Union.
Yeah,
every year.
Yeah,
and like everybody would, and it was like the same like 30 posters, and everybody would go buy one, and so we all had the same shit in our rooms, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, but Rock Band was one of those solidifiers. Like, there's so many memories I have, and usually Rock Band was involved or playing somewhere at wherever I was at. I remember, and we can move on to another game after this, but my favorite one ever was a Saturday. One of the achievements for Rock Band was, I think it's called like the Iron Bladder Award or whatever.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I let everyone know. I did a big invite, and we had a big fucking cookout at my house. People were grilling.
Yeah.
But the Iron Bladder was you play every single song in Rock Band front to back without stopping.
Yeah.
And it takes forever. It's like an all day ordeal to do this. we would eventually fail because I got so drunk. I couldn't play anymore. Yeah. Like we would change out quickly between songs, but none of us realized if you failed a song, it would cancel out the achievement.
Yeah.
You still got the playing the full playlist achievement, but you didn't get the Iron Bladder one.
Right.
But we started early in the morning. It was like a Saturday morning. I was there. I don't know if you were there or not.
I don't think I was there for this
because the day gets pretty blurry, but there's a shit ton of people there. I just remember we were laughing because we were cooking and grilling like crazy, and there's just a mountain of meat, various meat.
I think I was there for this. I didn't think I played,
but
burger
patties and hamburgers because we didn't have enough plates to really furnish everybody. We had plastic stuff and paper plates for people to eat, but like the actual serving dishes, it just got to the point where. Because I told everybody, like, we're going to cook out, bring whatever meat you want, put it on the grill. But there wasn't, like, people brought over so much goddamn food. We didn't have anywhere to put it. So we had, like, a fucking meat mountain in my kitchen. It was amazing. There was hot dogs and bratwurst and burger patties, fucking whatever. Little, like, shrimp and kebabs or whatever just on this plate. And it's a normal just dinner plate.
Yeah.
And it coned upwards pretty fucking hard.
God.
And there's so much alcohol and we had so much fun. From what I remember. Because the whole table was full of just various bottles of alcohol too.
Yeah.
It was, to me, it was one of those just pure moments.
Yeah.
Like the people in this room and the people that showed up are clearly my friends.
Yeah.
They are people that I love and cherish. Unfortunately, not all of them I talk to anymore. Because sometimes people move on or move to a different area of the country and you lose connection. That's fine. Yeah. But in that moment, it was I just remember feeling very whole, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Like this is like the greatest group of people I could have ever asked for. Yeah. And somebody else, a particular person I'm not going to get into, she was there too. It was just a great time.
Yeah.
It was the most college quote unquote experience I ever had.
Yeah.
And I look back and I hold those memories very near and dear to my heart. That was a great day. I just remember Chappie being very mad at me because after we completed the entire playlist and we didn't pop the achievement because he was signed in with his Xbox account as well.
Yeah.
So he could get the achievement. It didn't pop, and then we researched it. And it's like, if you fail any of them, then you don't get the... He was fucking pissed.
Well, yeah, if you spend all fucking day working at it.
But it's like, you're mad about that? Like, we spent the last 5-6 hours here in my living room, everyone hanging out, having a good time, high-fiving, grilling, cooking, fucking playing Flippy Cup or Tippy Cup over in the living or in my kitchen or playing beer pong or whatever. Like, everyone is having such a good fucking time. And I got to give him credit because he played, I think, either drums or guitar like the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
But it's like, you didn't see this other good time behind us.
Right.
That, there's a reason why a lot of us were trading out because we wanted to go and have fun. Or I think there was a football game or two. And so that was on another TV in another room. And like such very fond memories of that. It was probably one of my favorite moments of my life. As a whole, for what it's worth.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. There's like these bright, like bright moments where you're like, that was important and I knew it at the time. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
The movie Inside or whatever, it's like core memory unlocked.
Yep.
So like,
There's a memory I have of being over at I guess I can say his name now. Our buddy Ryan's house, and being over at his house, and like we just this awesome party, and it was great because it was like 15 people and it stayed 15 people and they were all people that I loved. And we just, again, I think it was like, no, it was right at the end of the school year. It was like finals week and we were all there and we were hanging out and somebody put on Leaving by the Starting Line. And I was just sitting there going, you motherfucker, like whoever did this. Like, but there's just this clear moment of me in my fucking stupid Canada's hoodie and like hanging out, and like there's a picture of me with that same friend that we were just talking about, and her friend, and like sitting on the couch, and it's just, and I knew at that moment.
That's weird that they both have the same name but are different people.
Yeah. But I knew at the moment, I was like, this is going to represent an end of a thing.
Yes.
Like, and it did. I wound up becoming, like, I had a big falling out with a couple of the people that were there that night. And yeah, it's weird. Like, sometimes you can feel the sort of tension in the air changing.
I want to speak really quickly because, the Ryan we're talking about, he's no longer with us, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
He was a very nice soul. He'd always give me shit because one of my main memories of him is when I had a party.
Yes.
And he would give me shit about, because I'd tell everybody the story. But he was at one of the other, not the same apartment complex, but a different apartment complex, which was a pretty big party place. We were all pretty fucked up one night, and then I think he was always a card. He was he even had a stint in stand-up comedy.
Yep, he was a professional stand-up for a while.
Yeah, and this was just the type of person he was, even when he was younger. We were all playing, not quarters. We had landmines was the name of the drinking game we were all playing. Just because like we all didn't have anything to do. The party wasn't that big. But we had this big trash can.
Yeah.
Big 30-some gallon trash can behind us. And because parties would get big sometimes. And he just turned around, whipped his cock out, started pissing in the trash can. And what was always striking to me when I saw this happening, I could hear the piss hitting the trash can, is beyond him, just no more than a half a foot away, is the back door to go into the backyard, where people would often go take a piss. And it's not as if it was a huge party. He could have just walked down the hallway and went to the actual bathroom.
Right.
I don't know to this day if he was just really fucked up, or maybe he was just like, I need to, up the funny in the air. Like, let's change things up. But I just remember him whipping his dick out. And there were other women there too.
Yeah.
All playing with us. He just whipped his cock out and just started pissing in my trash can. So every time I met this guy at any other time, and anyone would bring up like, "Oh, how'd you guys meet each other?" I'm like, "Well," and he would instantly get fucking mad at me to the point it became a meme. But I still have I don't have any pictures of that night, unfortunately. But I had another night where I think you might have been couch surfing at his apartment at this time.
I was for a while. Yeah.
He had a birthday party at his house, and he bought, or someone bought him like one of these big, the obnoxious wine glasses or whatever.
Yes, is this the like giant rum and Coke?
Yeah.
Okay, so I did this. This was me.
This was you. Okay.
Yeah. So we went to Walmart and we bought a gigantic. So he always would drink Diet Pepsi and Sailor Jerry's. And we went to Walmart and we bought a 2-liter of Diet Pepsi, a handle of Sailor Jerry's, a giant novelty like
it's like a giant wine glass / vase.
And then we found it was like a
piece of fucking PVC pipe, basically.
Okay, so we found like a brush cleaner or something that was in this long plastic tube, and then we put an actual fucking umbrella in it. And this giant straw, and the motherfucker, like, he could barely get it. Hey, that sounds a little dirty. He could barely get his lips around the fucking thing, but he chugged it all down.
Yeah, he carried it around with him all fucking night as if it were a trophy, and proceeded. And in this thing, it was an entire bottle of fucking Jack Daniels.
Yep. Yeah,
and he was just. And then with let's be honest, like a topper of Diet Pepsi.
Yeah.
And oh my god, it was so fucking funny. And I think he did it just to make you guys look like dicks.
Yeah, because we did not expect him to just do it.
Yeah. Like, he owned it.
Yeah.
It was so funny. God. That was a really good party. A lot of the same people we mentioned were also probably Rock Band was playing or Guitar Hero in the background.
Absolutely.
I'm actually, I think on the TV in the living room there, I think they were playing Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
There was like one guitar.
Definitely.
I think people were probably playing that. I still have pictures from that night. Just him holding that giant fucking thing full of Jack Daniels fucking Diet Pepsi.
Send that to me because I don't have a picture of that night.
I will happily give that. A lot of them. But for all of our fan and the tens of people that watch this, cell phones didn't have the best photo quality.
No.
But I have really good quality pictures of that night because I had one of the smaller digital cameras.
Yeah.
Because phones just couldn't match a actual digital camera at the
Yep.
time. And I have a lot of pictures from an actual small digital camera that I had with me. It was that red kind of aluminum one that I don't know if you
I remember it.
Yeah. And I think in one of the pictures I'm wearing a jacket I stole from our friend Sean. Actually, I'm positive in one or most of those pictures, if I'm in it, I'm wearing, it's like a green spring jacket with like a 4-leaf clover on it. I totally jacked that from Sean. Yeah, fuck you, Sean.
That's amazing.
He's going to listen to this and be like, that's where that went.
So good.
Yeah, dude, I totally jacked that shit from you. So I do want to share, real quick, one more memory before we move on.
No.
So, at one point in my life, unfortunately, something very tragic happened, and I was very nomadic at the time. So nomadic to the point where even our lovely, what's the word I use for you? Teacher, mother, sexual lover.
Sacred lover, yeah.
No, I said sexual. There's a difference.
Fair.
But anyway, so even lovely Brent here, I missed his wedding with his own wife. I was dealing with some things, not in the healthiest of ways. I had moved from one coast to the other. I would show up in the Midwest for short stints of time. But when I finally came back to the Midwest and I was hanging out with a lot of people, one of the things we did bring back for a short while, even here in where we're currently at, Rock Band did come back for a short stint because that was the one thing all of us, even new friends.
Yeah.
And for a while, I still had a lot of my old Rock Band stuff. So, where the apartment we had up north there.
Sorry,
I still have another picture, and I still have it to this day where I think Handsome Jake is on drums. Beth, who we've referenced in the show. Yeah. No, actually, I think Beth was on drums in the picture. But it's a really funny picture where she's on drums, and I think maybe Handsome Jake was singing, and our buddy Sean, who I just briefly referenced not too long ago, he's there too. So it's like a lot of original people, and then some new people too, who are also just very cool people. It's a picture of all of us playing Rock Band, and all of our faces, like, we have like this open mouth gape. Just like dumbfounded, and we're all staring at the screen, I think waiting for a song to start, and I took the picture. It's so funny. JJ, he was there.
Yes,
JJ was when he had like a little bit longer hair, but it's still, and I think that's one of the last pictures I ever have of any of us ever playing Rock Band. But it's so funny just how even multiple years later, even with new people, how that game carried on.
Yep.
Like, it was just kind of a universal thing. It was a good time. It's when that was like at the start too, because we were in that apartment because I got into corporate IT in specific.
Yeah.
So that's when my career started to come off. I started to realizing I had things I needed to deal with and was dealing with them.
Yeah.
Honestly, not healthy ways, but I was dealing with them in my own way, and I was starting to become more grounded and, moving forward, not running away.
Yeah.
So
it's hard.
Yeah. Just that game represents like you were saying, a moment in time.
For sure. But so my game is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to pick Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time.
Oh, I fucking love that game.
That game is, so first off, it was the third game that we ever got for the Super Nintendo when I was a kid. And it was one that I was already familiar with. Like, it was in arcades. That, I feel like every, like, 6, 7, 8-year-old Brent memory is tied up in that game in some way. Like, all my friends, like, we would go to the arcade. There was I've referenced there's a mini golf. It's probably not there anymore, but in the suburb of Dallas that I grew up in, there was a mini golf course that we used to go to all the time, and at the 9th hole there was an arcade, which is the fucking coolest thing ever.
That is very fucking cool.
And it was an ice cream parlor / arcade in the middle of a mini golf course. This is like
That's dope.
This like if you were imagining like paradise as an 8-year-old, it's that. It's just that.
But it would need pizza too if they had pizza.
They did not have pizza. But I remember
pepperoni or cheese because we were simpletons. When
exactly. It must have no other ingredients.
Yeah, no other ingredients. If it wasn't pepperoni or cheese, go fuck yourself.
Exactly. But I have this very bright, clear memory of like, standing eating a banana nut ice cream cone, and playing of course as Donatello, as I am wont to do, as he is the best turtle.
No, he's not.
Okay, who's your choice?
Do you want to fight today? Is that what's going to?
No. I'm just I'm curious.
I will push the stand over, and I will go. I will.
Are you?
Are we finally going to have our fucking kaiju battle?
Are you Raph? Is that?
I am Raph.
Okay, that makes sense.
He did the most damage. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying, like,
Donatello had nice reach. I'll give you that.
That was the episode of Crash Course or of Cracked After Hours that I liked the most. Was it's like that is the perfect way to group all guys is Ninja Turtles, and then
like who'd you choose? You fucking heathen.
Right, and then Sex and the City is the equivalent for girls.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is back in that day when I would play that game, red wasn't even my favorite color, which as a kid, that's usually what you gravitate towards,
right?
Is whatever your favorite color is. When I was a kid, my favorite color was blue.
Yeah.
I did not like Leonardo.
Yeah.
I liked Raph because, well, he had the most damage.
Right. Well, and I didn't like purple, but Donnie was...
I just liked his reach.
Yeah.
He had that reach.
But Donnie was... In the comics, and so I read the comics too. Like I was that nerd. But the Eastman and Laird comics were like a big part of my childhood, and like Donnie was just like, I don't know, he was cool. He was down to earth, and he was smart, and I wanted to be smart, as is evidenced by literally everything that comes out of the front of my fucking head. I really want people to think I'm smart. I'm not. I'm angry now that Benny isn't here because I want to know who his favorite turtle is. We should text him.
You know, fuck it. I'll just call him right now.
Okay.
Just be like, hey, you're live on the podcast. Yeah, he can't be at the wedding like right now, right?
I can't imagine it starts at noon.
Come on, pick up the phone. Otherwise, I'm calling your wife.
Your call has been forwarded.
So fuck off. You will pick up the phone.
Your call has been
No.
All right. Yeah. That was fewer rings.
No.
Stop it.
Okay. So all of our tens of viewers and all of our fan, he likes Michelangelo because he's a bitch. And he won't pick up his phone. He will forever be known as the Michelangelo lover, even though he is the worst.
I mean, Mikey likes pizza. That's cool.
Fucking who doesn't like pizza?
That's true. But so okay, all of my like little kid memories are tied up.
Oh wait!
Yay! Is he answering?
Yeah, he did. Hey, Benny, just real quick, man. I know you're probably busy.
It's okay. What's up?
Okay, who is your favorite Ninja Turtle and why?
You're on speaker, by the way.
Yeah,
you're on the podcast.
You're on the podcast. You're on speaker. So go for it, bud.
It's been so long since childhood, I can't remember, but whoever's the party dude.
It is Mikey.
Michelangelo.
Oh my fucking god,
Benny, that worked. I was actively calling you a bitch. I'm like, well, he's not picking up his phone, so he's gonna like Michelangelo. And it turns out you like Michelangelo.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so good. Thank you, Benny.
Yeah, thank you, Benny.
We love you.
Oh, thanks. I feel insulted. I love you.
Love you too. Enjoy the wedding.
I will do. See you later.
Bye.
Oh my god, that's so perfect. Oh, that's like you can't script that. I mean, you could, but we didn't.
Michelangelo is the party dude.
Right? Well, Donnie does machines for whatever that's worth.
Yeah. That was one of my cherished childhood toys, though. I had the turtle van.
Oh,
Yeah,
you lucky bitch.
Yeah, my parents would never get me anything good. Ever.
Yeah.
But there was that. Everyone has that one magical Christmas,
Right.
and all I wanted was that. Well, I wanted the turtle copter. I didn't get the turtle copter.
Yeah.
But I got the turtle van, probably because it was cheaper. But I was very happy with that. because I had all the Ninja Turtles at that time, and
Yeah.
Donnie always drove because I didn't have any other roles for him.
I wanted the turtle van so fucking bad. I
broke the pizza launcher almost immediately.
Okay, so Turtles in Time. Continuing that thought. So I was in Cub Scouts when I was little, and then eventually Boy Scouts for a while. I didn't go all the way with it because no.
Because Scoutmaster Kevin didn't want to go all the way either.
Oh no, he very much did. But no, we would always meet at our Scoutmaster's house, and he had this gigantic fucking 3-story like mansion, really. I mean, and maybe it's smaller than I remember because I was a little kid. But his son was, part of the troop, and his son was the most spoiled little jackass of a kid.
Yep.
And
we all knew that kid.
And all of my like wanting for these obscure 90s video games came from that, because they had a Neo Geo, they had a TurboGrafx, they had a fucking Master System, like all these weird fucking consoles that you've never heard of or have heard of just once. They had all of them. And it was right about the time that they did the like Play It Loud Game Boys, where they were different colors, but it was before the Game Boy Color came out. It was just the plastic shell. Yeah. He had one of each color.
He was that kid.
And it's a fucking craziness. The whole third floor of the house was just like, it looked like, the movie Big? Mm-hmm. Like, it looked like the apartment that he gets, where it was just full of toys.
Oh my God.
And arcade machines.
I watched that movie so many times as a kid because I'm like, oh, when I grow up, I'm going to have this.
That, yeah.
And I'm going to live in New York in a penthouse. I'm going to have a trampoline and bunk beds.
And a hot girlfriend.
Yeah, hot girlfriend.
I like that I'm complaining about this while we sit in my basement that has an arcade machine and air hockey and foosball and a Super Nintendo. And
you have a basketball.
Yeah, I've got pop shot basketball and a gaming
basketball.
PC, and I literally have the thing that I wanted as a kid, but
not the way you wanted.
That's true. I still don't have a Neo.
He just stupidly fell into it.
That's true. But yeah, I have all these memories of playing Ninja Turtles with my friends and at home. The music is so good. It's still so good. Like the sewer surfing theme.
Yeah, I was just going to say, everyone hates that level too.
Oh, God.
Ridley Scott's going to sue somebody.
That level is awesome. I don't know what anybody's talking about. That level is so much fucking fun.
It's hard, and it's off. Like, it's such a big deviation from the rest of the
true.
The beat 'em up. Like, not that it's a horrible thing, but it's thrown at you so soon in the game. It's just kind of frustrating.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
Yeah. I think it's like, and then like 2011 or 2021, everyone's like, no. Because we were so optimistic things would be much cooler in the past than what it is now.
Okay, anyway.
I need more. Keep going.
No!
No, but for real, though, like, Brent, we have to look up what... I'm pretty sure it says, like, a year that's already come and gone.
Oh, the Big fucking... Apple,
the supposedly the future. It's like...
so the Big...
I wish New York was that cool.
The first level doesn't have years, but, like, I'm pretty sure because there's 2 time skips forward.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the first one, is already come and gone.
Yeah.
I love that game.
You find like Krang and shit, and I think it's like 2011. I'm like,
yep.
God, I wish 2011 were that cool. It totally was not.
And like, I love the part where you go and fight the fucking prehistoric turtle. Mm-hmm. That's so cool. It's such a good game, but none of this is why it's a game I'm thankful for.
Okay.
None of this. This is a game that I love love from my childhood, but that's not why I'm thankful for it. And I will tell you why I'm thankful for it.
Tell me these things.
In 2020, in the middle of COVID, in the middle of the pandemic, I was in just a really bad place. I think a lot of people were, right? Because it was, we were scared.
You
I
have
had
children you have to worry about.
I had 2 little kids. I didn't know what the world was going to be like tomorrow. I remember like going to Aldi and just like filling the cart with canned goods. I was that guy. I was like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah. We wiped down everything we got from anybody, any delivery service.
Absolutely. It was
UV lights, all that shit.
It was horrifying. And I remember laying on my bed, and I had my cell phone out, and I found some janky ass Russian emulation website, and I was sitting playing Turtles in Time on the touch screen on my phone, and my oldest daughter came up, curled up next to me, and she was looking at me play the game, and she's like, that looks really fun. Can I play some of that? And we sat and passed the phone back and forth for, I don't know, 2 hours, and we beat the game. It was the first video game she'd really ever played. And I was like, this is really cool. And I started looking up online, and that's when I got my first Raspberry Pi and turned it into an emulation console. And we set it in the living room, and the girls and I started playing, and I started introducing them to, all these old Nintendo games and arcade games. Everything, this podcast came from that. That arcade machine came from that. All of this like retro video games stuff that we do came from laying on the couch in the middle of COVID, playing Turtles in Time, and having my child be interested, because it was something that I could connect with my kids with and be excited about, and that they love. And they've grown, especially my youngest has grown to be such a gamer. And I don't think I ever would have even bothered introducing that stuff to them without that glimmer of interest. Because I don't want to force anything on my kids. I want them to like things that they like and be interested in what they're interested in organically. And that moment of just like being able to share something from my childhood and having just that like, wow, this is really cool moment from my oldest daughter. I'm so thankful for that, because so much has sprung from that. My girls and I sit and play video games together all the time. It's a really cool thing to get to share. And they have such a deep love and appreciation for 90s video games that I think a lot of kids don't have and never will have, because they didn't have that opportunity to share with their parents. And I don't know. It's a really beautiful thing, and I'm really thankful for it. And it's something that wouldn't have happened without that spark, that moment.
Yes, and that's really awesome. I love that, because so much always, even still to this day, goes to, girls should like princesses. And that's what they should be, fairies and princesses and daintiness or whatever. And it's so detrimental to their entire sex. And so I really enjoy when you hear these stories about girls getting into gaming.
Yeah.
And not... Because it's really the great unifier, really, in a lot of ways. Because anyone can do it.
Yes.
As much as I want to be like, oh, yeah, like, I want to push girls more into, like, yeah, doctors, lawyers, whatever. Spacemen. Fucking go.
Spaceman.
Yeah, like, do it. Because, like, even growing up, that's how it always was. Like, all the girls go to home ec, all the boys go to shop.
Yeah. Yep.
No, I fucking hated that. I went to home ec. It's like, they're not going to teach me anything I don't already know.
Yeah.
I want to learn all these things. So I love that hearing video games have been like oh, well, here's this whole other culture that unless we didn't have this already planned for you, you never would have gotten into outside of the circumstances that we are currently in. So it's absolutely amazing when I hear those types of stories where you hear like, oh, I got into gaming because my father was playing this in the middle of COVID, and I really liked it. Like that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, who knows where their career path or just life in general, where they would be at right now.
Absolutely.
They could be like, I like Frozen, or fucking whatever it is.
I love getting to connect with them and sharing things with them that I care about, because, you know, like I think about like my relationship with my dad was really like not rough, but it was pretty fraught when I was little, and then as a teenager I got interested in baseball, and it was like, you know, totally like a door opened, and it was something that we could share and we could talk about and we could be passionate about together. And like, without that, I don't know that we would have the relationship that we have now. Mm-hmm. And like, I hope that that's something that the girls have with me now, where you have to have something to talk about. You have to have something that you can connect on. And it's just really cool. But that's my pick.
I walked into your house today and they were gaming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, my little one's playing
Half walk or something like that.
A short hike.
A short hike, yeah.
Such a good game. Such a good game. Yeah, that is a heavy recommend for me. It's like this N64 style 3D platformer / flying game about a little crow who goes on a walk, and it's very charming, and yeah. But yeah, games that we're thankful for. But all right, I am gonna wrap us up with a question, user question. Mm-hmm. This one comes from. Well, I'm gonna use your handle, even though we've referenced you on the podcast, because I don't want to fucking out you too bad. But Cheesy Wampus asks, "What is a game you'd recommend on the Sega Saturn? That console needs some love." I'm not gonna go too deep into this, but the Sega Saturn is the best shoot 'em up console maybe ever. And I'm a huge, huge shoot 'em up fan. I would say definitely play Donpachi and Dodonpachi from Cave. Those are both amazing bullet hell shooters. Darius Gaiden has probably the superior version on the Saturn over the version that's on PS1. So play some Darius Gaiden. Battle Garega is another great shoot 'em up on the Sega Saturn. Oh, and the Panzer Dragoon. Those are more on rails shooters.
If you can find Panzer Dragoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
A physical copy. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. If you do, it's gonna be like thousands of dollars.
Yeah. But those are all great games. And then if you are not into shooters, which I get, I like Virtua Fighter a lot.
That one if you were to pass it to me, I was going to say, yeah, well, Virtual Fighter is kind of the staple for the Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously primitive by today's standards, but it really was the breakout of using a more 3D arena.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was the first 3D fighter that I saw. It was
the first full 3D arena versus I mean, even modern Mortal Kombat, it's still like a 3D background or whatever, but it's still on like
2D plane.
2D plane, but Virtual Fighter kind of really broke the mold there.
Yeah. Any other suggestions on this?
Yes. So this one's a little more an obscure one, and I think this listener might have already got this game previously, but still, just for everyone else's sake, there's a game called RoboPit for the Sega Saturn. I spent so many fucking hours into that game. So it's another kind of fighting game.
Okay.
Kind of, more or less a tournament style thing like Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
But you're a robot and you can exchange the parts out on your robot. The body, the head, the arms, and the legs, and they all do different things.
Okay.
And you have to work your way up the leaderboard. And the only way you unlock most of these parts is by getting further up the leaderboard. I just remember being a kid. I didn't own a Sega Saturn. I had to go over to my buddy's house, and he had a Saturn, and we play the fuck out of this game all night. And then the arm attachments, it's not as if like, oh, your arm only just like punches or whatever. Like you can get arm attachments that it's like a crossbow and shoots projectiles or whatever. It's I mean, that's really what the game is. I can't really... It's robots, and you upgrade your parts, and you work your way up this leaderboard, and you just beat the shit out of other robots and work your way up. It's a lot of fucking fun. I
Well, because a lot of tournament fighters don't really have any like progression other than your skill set.
Yes,
So that's kind of cool. That's really cool.
RoboPit. Definitely check into RoboPit. I don't remember if there was a Saturn version of this game. I don't think there is a Brave Fencer Musashi. I think that just might have been a PlayStation game, but part of me wants to say there's a Saturn version.
There might be.
Yeah, I think there's a Saturn version of that game too. But either way, that's just a good game to play.
Yeah.
But no, if I had to give like a number one recommendation for Sega Saturn outside of all of the weeb shit Brent was talking about, RoboPit. Definitely RoboPit. RoboPit was so much fun.
I was about to jump into some other Japan-only Saturn games, but
Oh boy.
Yeah, play Princess Crown. That's really good. That's the first Vanillaware game, which that's a really good game. Or you could play. They recently translated the Shining Force 3 back
Shining
discs.
Force. God, that's a game I haven't thought of, and
I love Shining Force, man.
such a good game.
Yeah, I love tactics RPGs though. Yeah. Okay. And Police Knots is really funny.
Oh yeah, Police Knots. That's
Yeah, because then you can find out where the Metal Gear Solid theme came from.
Yeah. It's not as fun as you think. But
no,
like,
it's not a good game.
No, it's not.
But you can be like, oh yeah,
Like,
Hideo.
I understand that reference.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Steve Rogers meme insert here. If you like what we're doing. Well, first off, I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you get to spend some time with your family or your chosen family if your family sucks. I hope you are happy and healthy.
Your
and
chosen
safe.
family is the best.
Yes, in this time, I know holiday season can be tough for people, and just know that we appreciate you taking some of that time and spending it with us. We hope that it helped you through, and that we can be, some source of diversion in our trying fucking times.
Yeah. While you're at Thanksgiving dinner and everyone's screaming at each other, sneak away, listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's fine.
You've got maybe introduce that one uncle. The one uncle, the one that always
usually has weed.
Yeah, takes the long walk halfway through Thanksgiving.
The long walk.
Yeah.
Who wants to go on a long walk?
Maybe introduce him to the podcast because he'd probably enjoy it.
Oh, he probably does.
Yeah,
he's probably already subscribed. It's like, oh yeah, I know those crackers. It's fine.
Our whole audience is nothing but that uncle.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you like what we're doing, please join us on Discord. Fire more questions our way. We're happy to. We love answering them. This has been really fun.
Give us all of the questions.
Yeah, this was one of Kirk's best ideas. I really love doing these. Check us out, Amazon Music, Spotify, YouTube, probably fucking OnlyFans here pretty soon. Come into the Discord, and we love you. And the thing we're most thankful for is you.
I won't go that far.
The thing we're pretty thankful for is you.
Even then.
The thing
we're kind of thankful for
is you, listener. Bye! I don't know, my brain's mush, man. Mush brain.
The most horrible Mega Man enemy of them all. Mushman.
The door slams shut and just.
He's sitting on a couch, like eating Cheetos and smoking weed. He got it from Stash Man.
Oh, Stash Man and Mush Man.
Stash Man. They're just hanging out. What's up?
Oh, so it'd be like Mega Man X 2, where you'd go through Stash Man's stage first, and then Mush Man wouldn't have his weed. The room would be clean if you'd done Stash Man first.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess you'd have to beat Stash Man and get his stash, so that way you're more effective with his special ability to beat Stash Man.